Thursday. Nothing's really happening today. I don't know what it is. Tuesdays are normally my slowest days. Recently, it's been like Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's just a little more quiet than usual. I feel like business is picking up a little bit more because it's getting cold outside. People are staying inside more instead of being active. So, people want to get their games fixed so that they can stay inside and have something to do. Which is a good thing, I guess. It's a good thing for business, but I feel like it's good for people too. I don't like the cold personally. He's got a little tag from like a new clothes tag in there. But yeah, I don't like the cold. I don't think it's even. I don't even think it's that cold in my shop right now, but I still have on, sweatshirt, jacket, and jeans with a flannel lining on the inside of it. I do not like the cold. Not for me. Thursday is just kind of like an off day. It's like a weird day. There's like Tuesday and Thursday, just weird days. Like I thought about not even like posting stuff on YouTube today and like TikTok, but here I am. This console's pretty dusty. Have to clean it out a little bit. So I set up on my website, like you can schedule appointments to get something fixed in my shop instead of just like calling and then walking in or whatever. And it's been doing pretty good actually. That's what this one is. So I scheduled an appointment yesterday for today. And someone also scheduled an appointment the day before yesterday for yesterday, or during the same day, I believe, which is good. It's good to get business. I had someone drive yesterday. They drove 100 miles to get an HDMI port fixed here, which I think is pretty cool. He actually won a PlayStation 5. He has like a truck or something like that, like a race truck or something. Said he won some competition with his truck, something like that. Maybe it's like a show truck, I don't know. But he said like the prizes were like a George Foreman type grill, a Yeti cooler, or a PlayStation 5. So he said, of course I would take the PlayStation 5. It makes the most sense. I don't really understand the hype behind Yeti coolers to begin with. George Foreman would be kind of fun, I guess, if he camped at lunch, but you know those like little foam coolers or whatever that they got at the gas station? That's all you need. But then again, all that styrofoam not good for nothing. But those the igloo version of the coolers, those are really good. They work really good and stuff too. Get you one of those. And guess what? If it breaks, you can just get another one, and it's still you could probably buy like 10 to 15, 10 to 20 even of those coolers for the price of the Yeti cooler. I'd rather just take my chances buying 20 of them. Yeah, it's actually pretty cold in here. Not very fun. I had a keyboard come in today, just kind of like a one-off for my shop. Sometimes we work on them, sometimes we don't. I don't know. It really just depends on how we're feeling at that moment. If we feel like we're not rushed with other things like consoles and stuff like that, then we'll take in other stuff. But since we're primarily consoles, we try to keep our availability open majority of the time. And it's not like we don't have the capabilities to do other repairs. We do. It's just it takes so much time. Since I'm the only one who works here, it's challenging. The reason why I don't hire anybody is because like, work is so on and off. It's not like a continuous thing. I mean, we fix quite a few consoles here, but you have a reasonable price, which the more reasonable your price is, obviously you're not going to be able to have employees, but that's all right. So it's a lot of work having employees. I don't know how I feel about that. Although it would be kind of cool having other people working here. I always want to be able to hire people. thinking about going to school too, you know. I already like applied to a school. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that, you know, I can continue to do this. We'll see that. Right now, I'm just checking all the pins on the HDMI port, and they all seem secure. So I think it's good to go. Now we have the fun part. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Now we have the fun part, just waiting for the motherboard to cool down. So we're just gonna let it cool down, and we'll just throw it back on. The Man, I'll tell you what, I get so many emails about the freaking PS5 BIOS thing. Oh, the truth about it is I can't share the BIOS file because it's not my property. So I may have said in the video like you can request it or something like that. I decided not to do that because I feel like I could get into trouble for that. So I'm just not going to do that. I don't want some giant company coming after me, you know, because I am distributing their property or something like that. You never know what they're going to do. But I'll tell you what, I get emails nonstop. People find me on Facebook. It's crazy. I view that video more as an informative video. You know, like that is the cause of the 3 beep issue. However, if you want, you got to get the BIOS file yourself because you can't hand something away that's not mine to begin with. I feel like there's a way that you can definitely correct it yourself if you find like the error in it or something like that. I'm not that smart, but someone's gotta be. Someone somewhere's gotta be that smart. It's just not me. However, cannot be handing out that BIOS file. Oops, I'm not doing that. So if you see this video, just know I'm not handing out the BIOS file because I like my shop, I like my customers, and I don't want to screw them over by getting into some trouble I don't need to get into. So you gotta find a way to get the BIOS file, whether you take it from another console, like a dead console or something like that. That'd be a good way to do it. Getting a dead console, like on eBay or something like that, and just taking the BIOS file off of that one. Now, if you need to swap the BIOS file. Like let's say you buy a PS5 and like a dead PS5, right? And it's like the digital version, and you want to make it a disc version because the one that you're trying to fix is the disc version. You can always do that. That way you don't have to like change the whole. Like you don't have to buy a broken disc version one because they'll probably charge you more. I mean, there's a program where you can change that from the digital file to the disc file and like give it its own serial number and stuff like that, but that'd probably be the best way to do it. So yeah, if you're watching this, you gotta get the BIOS file yourself. 'Cause I cannot give it to you. I'm gonna get like a cease and desist. No, I don't want that. Somebody did write in the comment section on. I think they wrote in the comment section either that or they like emailed me or something like that. But they were asking if they think that you can if I think that you can install like I can't remember what it was like Linux or Windows or something on this because of how you can like take the BIOS off and put a new BIOS code in. I'm not too sure about that. I actually thought about trying that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just to see if it'll work. Who knows though? It probably won't. But we'll just have to see. I feel like these consoles would really. Of course, they're not going to do it because they make money off of having PS5 version games. But you know, I feel like more people would buy these consoles if they had like Steam, you know, where you could get any game you want versus like having the Xbox version of games, PS5 version of games, whatever it is. All right. screws are a freaking menace to society, I'll tell you that much. So many of them. You know the craziest part about running the shop is people complain all the freaking time about like anything. Prices, availability. There's just so many things that people complain about. Like I had somebody earlier on the phone, he asked me if I could fix something for him. I told him no, right? And then he proceeds to ask me again if I could fix it. And he said, "Oh, well, you gonna fix that?" I was like, "No." And then he was like, "Well, can you at least like diagnose it for me?" And I was like, "No, because we don't fix it. Like, like that's not something we work on, and we're not gonna diagnose it." And it was like water damage, right? So we try not to work on water damage. Because, it takes longer to work on consoles like that. Just random stuff like that. And he was like, "Come on, man." Like, no. I told you no. No means no, right? I don't know why people push it so hard. I know you want to get it fixed, but dang. Not only that, but it's like, so the Xbox One S, and I just don't have time to work on power issues for those kinds of things. Because they're really not worth that much anymore. It's not very cost effective to spend hours if it takes that long. Sometimes it does, but the console's older, so we definitely know more about it. But it's just if it ends up being something we have to search for, it's not like the MOSFETs or something like that. Then it's not cost effective for us to work on it, so we tend not to. So when I tell people, no, we don't work on that, then they like try to get me to work on it no matter what. Sometimes they'll even just come straight from my shop, even if I tell them no. I don't know. We'll see. They just need to understand that no means no. Not working on that. I gotta pick the keyboard, so it's not like I just tell everybody no. So I just end up with a bunch of different random stuff in here that I have to work on, and then people call me nonstop, which is okay. I understand they're leaving their stuff here. They want to know about it. And since I understand that, I choose not to take things then. But then people get mad at me for not taking it then. It just doesn't make sense. Especially if you're one of those people. Then I definitely don't want to take your stuff in because you're going to be calling me nonstop. There's people who call me 2 times a day. And we have short fixes and we have long fixes, right? The long fixes, I tell people ahead of time how long I estimate it to take. So if I tell you that, you probably shouldn't call me at the end of the same day or even the next day. Give it some time, Because we have consoles that come in with quick repairs that we can turn around faster. So we're going to work on those consoles first. And then the ones that need more time on them, such as power issues, shorts on the motherboard, stuff like that. Like, we need time for those. But yeah. Seen it here. If you watch, thanks for watching. I can't tell if anybody's watching or not, because I stream from my computer now, so I don't have to keep moving my phone around. I'll get more cameras up so you guys can see more angles, because you guys can even see the HDMI repair, really. Just the back of my head. Okay, so, oh yeah, this thing's broken. There's only 2 clips that are still good on it, so we'll just slide that on. Yep, that's a PS5 HDMI repair. Front to end, I don't know how long I've been streaming, probably like 30 something, 40 minutes. So, yep, that's an HDMI repair. Thanks for watching.